So I have prepared like a small PowerPoint on moon. So
My
let's see
God,
how
you're
it
getting
goes.
really professional now. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Actually, something to read does help. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. So there's just some feedback that I got. So let me see. It's not a big thing. Just a small 2-3 slides. So,
Nice,
Sure.
nice. No, that really helps. I honestly agree.
okay. So, okay, I'm sharing it. Okay, let's go full
It
screen.
also means we come with some prep for the session rather than just talking
Yes.
it out on spot.
Yeah.
Good point.
It also mean.
Okay. So, going to moon, right? What the first thing I find special about this planet is this is the unique thing about moon is that it has beneficence and it has the maleficence, right? It carries both, which is if you look at Jupiter, Venus, and other planets, they are purely benefic. If you look at uh, Jupiter and Venus, Jupiter is, if you say 100% benefic, Venus is probably a little lower degree of benefic, but it's still a pure benefic by itself. And Mercury is also a pure sort of a pure benefic by itself, but when it joins with other planets, the role differs for Mercury. It is influenced. But moon, right? The amazing thing is it can act as a very malefic planet for a person, and it can act as a very benefic planet for a person without any conjunctions or without any aspects of other planets. Just by itself, it can carry out all these roles. And if you that's why I always say that if you understand moon, you can understand the whole benefic and malefic nature of planets, and what their degree of maleficence is, what their degree of maleficence is, can all be understood. So okay, let's look at this, right? So this is the different cycles of the moon. So the first is it's starting with Amavasya, where it's completely the shadow of Amavasya is the shadow of the moon, which means the moon is, I think, completely blocking the sun, right? So you cannot see the moon by itself. So that's how it starts, and then it starts to wax, wherein it slowly goes towards full moon, right? So this is the waxing phase, and here you can see the waning phase of the moon. So from here, from the new moon, it's actually considered the most malefic. New moon is considered to have no light, and the energies that it carries at that time is purely malefic. Some people say it is equivalent to Saturn, just by itself, right? The new moon is equivalent to Saturn, and slowly the beneficence starts increasing. Now, what does this mean, right? How benefic is a slightly waxing crescent moon compared to a totally dark moon? This one actually means it's a very weak benefic. That's what you compare this to a Jupiter that is very weakly placed, or a debilitated Venus, right? So that is what this signifies. This signifies because this inherently means the beneficence is coming, and there is no maleficence involved in waxing crescent. Sorry, that's what this means. And that beneficence becomes stronger and stronger as it becomes full moon. So you look at a debilitated Jupiter or debilitated Venus here, and now this is like a Jupiter in a neutral sign or Venus in a neutral sign carries this much beneficence, and that beneficence slowly increases. And here it becomes a full moon, where it's equivalent to a very good Jupiter without any malefic aspects, or Jupiter in its own house or something like that, right? That is the power of the beneficence increasing. Now, as soon as it starts waning, right, which means it's now starting to lose light, that the energy becomes now totally malefic. So that's why this waning moon is called a malefic moon, and a waxing moon is called a benefic moon. So when this now this is a malefic moon, right? This waning gibbous is a malefic moon, but still it has a lot of benefic aspects to it. That is how you should consider this. So this is like say a debilitated Saturn being aspected by Jupiter. Just compare it like that. The maleficence is there, but the maleficence is not that very strong. It has so much of benefic influence in it. So that is how you can compare this waning gibbous, right? And then now slowly the maleficence start to increase, and the power of the benefic aspect that it gives to itself starts to decrease, right? So that is how I visualize this whole moon cycle, and then completely it becomes malefic again.
Okay, so Arun, good point. I taking off from where you just left, right?
Yeah.
What does a benefic or a malefic moon signify in terms of see, because moon generally, see, your Rashi itself is your where your moon is placed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, moon has a larger importance in astrology because it kind of governs your mental makeup, right? That's what they say, right? So it's how your mind is, right? Now in that context, does it mean, right? I'm taking some extreme examples, right? Does it mean that if somebody is born in Amavasya,
Mm-hmm.
right? And let's assume that there are no other benefic or malefic influences on moon in the horoscope.
Mm-hmm.
By itself, moon being malefic in Amavasya,
Mm-hmm.
what does it impact? How does it impact his mind? I'm trying to understand that.